So we're here with star character English Bernhart. So were you like the main character in Les Mis, or?
I wouldn't say I was the main character. The number one lead is this guy named Jean Valjean, who's played by like an older gentleman. He was like in his late 50s in our show, but I'm one of the female leads, and especially after like one of the other character dies, I become kind of more important.
I'd like to interview you about your interview on TV.
Great, yes.
How was that?
It was cool. It was for...
nerve-wracking?
Not really. It was for My Carolina Today, which I have actually been on before. I did something this summer, but no, they're really nice. They just kind of asked us a few questions, kind of like this. But I'd done a couple times. It's still a little nerve-wracking, but it was okay.
Was anything funny happen, like behind the scenes, like when you run out, like behind the curtain?
Anyone like fall?
I feel like that's a lot of fun, like hanging out like during the show.
Yeah, like behind.
I felt like a lot of stuff's going on.
Yeah, I mean, there's always a lot of like costume malfunctions, and like sometimes people's wigs will fall off, and that's always kind of crazy. I'm trying to think of anything specific. I didn't really have anything really funny. But people like miss entrances, or they like mess up lines. Like there were some really, really bad line mess ups in the show. So that was always interesting. But we get through it.
How long did it take you to memorize your lines?
Well, this show, it's like technically an opera, so the entire thing except for like one line is sung. So it's easier to memorize songs because obviously it's like put to a melody, so you can just play the music. So I found out I got cast at the end of October, and we started rehearsals at the end of January. So I just played the music over and over and over again between then, and I kind of got it down.
Like in your car, or in your room?
Or like, I had on my computer, and like I would just like kind of play it, and yeah, sometimes during homework, and it would be a little bit of a distraction. But just every now and then.
Okay, so we all know the real reason why we're here. English Bernhart, will you go to prom with me?
What? Are you serious? Oh my god, wait. Stop. I'm so mad at you. Oh my god. Are you kidding me, Colin?
No, I mean, I'm probably going to.
So what's the next step, English?
The next step, well, I'm still kind of figuring that out. I've applied to a lot of colleges.
Is this part of the best?
Oh, yep.
That's pretty cool.
Thank you.
That was a different score.
Thank you so much. Nope, all one. I applied to a lot of schools for musical theater, so I still am waiting to hear back. I'm like in the middle of auditions. I actually have another one this weekend in New York, and then one the following weekend in Elon.
What's the audition for?
It's for Pace University in New York City.
Mm.
And so...
Inside the actor's studio.
Yes, and then I start finding out the end of March, and then hopefully I'll move to New York and be in the big city, the Big Apple. But we'll see. Fingers crossed.
And now I'm all alone again, nowhere to turn, no one to go to.
We're here with Mr. Chissoe, who's seen his fair share of musicals and Broadway plays. First question. How does this compare to the rest of the Les Mis shows you've seen?
Oh, I thought it was outstanding. I've seen Les Mis a number of times in a number of different states, and this was as good as any of them. Just top rate. Excellent.
Do you agree with the review that English's role of Eponine was the same as any others, or better?
Oh, I mean... absolutely. Just absolutely incredible. I've said this a few times, but when you realize that she's sharing the stage with somebody that makes their living doing this, and he's done it thousands of times all across the world, and then you realize that you know, she's more than holding her own. The entire show was seamless. You would not know who the professional was and who the high school senior was. That's actually it's really incredible.
Okay, well, thank you very much for your input. We're here with Rachel, Hyannick, and Kayla Reale. What do you guys think of Les Mis so far?
It's really entertaining. There's so much singing. English is awesome. English is the bomb.
And I know it's only in my mind.
Kayla, how do you pronounce this play?
Well, Juanita, there are many different options. It could be Les Mis, Les Miserables, Les Miserables, Les Miserables, or Les Mis.